With a life seemingly going back to pre-pandemic freedom, Israel opens its doors to a warm welcome to tourists. With us today is Deputy Director General ILAN Marciano of Israel's Ministry of Tourism, who will be sharing valuable insights into the hidden gems of the country, as well as potential tourism that Israel has to offer.
This portion...
We're in the sky! Kaya lumilipad na naman tayo.
Sino ba itong uupo ngayon sa ating iconic chairs?
Finally, nag-guess na rin ako dito. Just canceled everything for you.
Talaga, ay naku, nakakatuwa naman. Medyo kakaiba ang ating papasukin ngayong araw. The Goodwill Resort with the Goodwill Cast. Woo! Tinur niya tayo sa kanyang bagong buhay.
Mundo.
Tamang-tama, pinag-uusapan sila ng lahat ngayon. Tingnan ka!
Ayan na.
Ayan na. Alam mo talaga siya, no? Yes!
Tatlong
buwan! Kinasal ka na?
Yes!
Ngayon natin malalaman ang totoo. So now, let's spill the coffee.
Spill the coffee.
Yes. And we're here at Net25. Ito ang tahanan ng Corina Interviews.
Alam namin ang iyong pagsisikap. Dama namin ang iyong mga sakripisyo. Kita namin ang pagharap mo sa bawat pagsubok. Kaya sa kabila ng mga hamon ng buhay, nandito kami para umalalay. Kasi katulad mo, gusto rin namin ang magandang bukas para sa kanya. Hatid namin ang dekalidad na edukasyon at makabagong pasilidad sa abot kayang halaga. Kaya huwag ka na mangamba. Sasamahan ka namin tuparin ang mga pangarap niya. Maaasahan mong sulit dito ang mga pinagsikapan mo. Sa aming mga makabagong pasilidad at sistema ng edukasyon. May lalabas natin ang aking talino at mga kakayahan niya. Kahit sa munting halaga, makakasiguro ka na makakasabay siya sa mabilis na pag-ikot ng mundo. Sa New Era, karamay mo kami sa bawat hamon. Kaagapay mo kami sa bawat hakbang. Kasama mo kami sa bawat ngiti at tagumpay.
We are very privileged to have you in Open for Business because the episode of Israel in Open for Business is one of the most watched episodes in Open for Business. How often have you visited the Philippines? Is it your first, second, or third time already?
That's my first time in the Philippines. I'm
Wow.
very delighted to be here. I'll tell you something, okay? I'll tell you like this.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. I found what's similar between two countries, between two humans in the Philippines and Israel, and I found two similar things. One of them is good heart. The Philippines have good hearts, and the Israelis have the good hearts. The second thing is they love to do business. The Israelis love to do business, and the Philippines love to do business. Now it's a good combination. When you got a good heart and you want to do business together, it's a success.
And it's a perfect combination.
Exactly. It's a perfect combination. It's give you the opportunity to success. In a personal view, I want to say that my mother, she's 80 years old. She's sick. She have dementia. It's a terrible disease. But she have a heart next to her. So big heart from here to Israel and back. Her name is Gina, and she's
A Filipino?
a Philippine.
Perfect.
And
Perfect.
I love her like my sister. I really said that.
Wow.
Because she have heart, and she take care, and she do it from the heart. Yes, she's making money, it's okay, but she do it from the heart. And then, from then I know the Filipinos are with good heart.
How long has she been taking care of your
For
mother?
like 3 years already,
Wow.
yeah. 3 years. She's like, I'm telling you, she's like part of the family. She's a sister. I'll do everything for her.
That is one of the basic characteristics of Filipinos. Our nurses, our doctors, our caregivers all over the world, they are the most sought after in terms of caregiving. And because you mentioned
You're
about
so right.
because you mentioned about having this good heart and being open in business, and maybe that's the reason why Anna, chose open for business to be one of
Yeah.
the main features here. Having been in Israel, I also noticed a lot of our similarities. When we went there, Israeli people are also family-oriented. Like in your case, you are close with your mother. You want to give her the primary care that she needs in her old age. Why is that? When you talk of the contemporary Israelis, do they have still that tradition of very family-oriented?
Yeah, most of them, yes. Most of them, yes. I want to say something about tourism, about traveling. If you're a traveler, if you want to see the world, I think once in a lifetime, you must visit Israel. If you want to see a modern city, you go to Tel Aviv. If you want to see a religious place, you go to Jerusalem. Everywhere you go in Israel, you find a piece of wall or piece of anything. It's have historic. It's better you come to Israel. It's fill you up. It's
Wow.
fill you up because
Yes.
you see the historic view. You see everything. When you want to take care of your future, it's better you know your past.
Yes.
It's better you know your past. So if you want to know your past as human beings, you have to come to Israel. You have to come to Jerusalem.
That's right, that's right. That's perfect there. And speaking of tourism, we notice there's really a revenge travel. A lot of people say and think that the pandemic is not over yet, but we see the economies opening up. The truth of the matter is that you are the very first to close down, but you were also the very first to open up. So are you seeing that trend of tourism really going back to pre-pandemic levels?
One of the peaks of the highest tourism that came to Israel was in 2019. It was a huge amount of tourists that came, and then the pandemic, the virus, the COVID, take it down. Now we can see it's coming up again. First of all, because people, I think they know the bad things and the good things. They learn to handle with the COVID. We know how to handle it. You can take medicine for it. It's not the end of the world. It's not. And we open the gates because we're not afraid anymore from the COVID. We think we can do it. We're thinking we can live with it, and we think we can fight it. That's why we're open. If something happens from security, health, or whatever, and you need to be somewhere, it's better you be in Israel. I'm saying, not as because you got good doctors,
Yes,
you got
good doctors, good hospitals,
good hospital,
great care.
Yeah, they take care of you. So don't be afraid of that. It's not a problem. I came to Philippines in one goal. One main goal is to try to bring as lot as tourists from Philippines to Israel. I think you have what to see there. I think it's good that the relationship with economic, with the businessman and tourism together, it can be a good solution for everybody.
Wow, that's perfect. Now, Ilan, off cam, we were talking about your background. You were a journalist, editor. You've been, your life has been in the media sector. My question is, as a journalist, of course, you are looking for areas or stories that you wanted to highlight. Assuming you are a journalist now, and you wanted to bring a team of journalists in Israel at this point. Can you give me at least 3 destinations where you will tell this journalist that this is a good story?
When I was young, I was going a lot to the Kinneret, to the Jordan, the place where Jesus was walking on the water. I was fishing there. My cousin was fishing, and we eat. I really love this place. It's a beautiful place. So that's one of them. I invite you to
Okay,
to
yeah,
come
I haven't
there.
been there the first time I visited.
You
Okay.
must. The second thing, you can't be in Israel without seeing Jerusalem. You need to see Jerusalem not from the hotel. You need to walk. You need to go. You need to see the place like from inside of it. And the third place, if you want to go to see a good beach, you go to Tel Aviv or to Haifa, and then you have it.
Which is exactly one of my latest discoveries. When I went to Israel, all the while, I thought it's a little bit conservative. It's a very strict place, very traditional. But we went to Tel Aviv and we were walking there, and I saw the combination of, it's really something very modern, that it's a fusion of both the old and the new. And I'm so amazed because, of course, even with technology, Tel Aviv and the other areas in Israel combine the latest and the most modern technologies, especially cybersecurity. I know that you have a lot of cybersecurity technologies.
Because of the reality, everything that goes with security, we are good with it.
That's exactly.
I'm sorry it's like that, but that's a reality. You have to do to keep your life. Yeah.
Now, you have a tagline here, and it says the campaign is Israel exactly like nowhere else. I have experienced that. I know it, but what is the inspiration, behind this Israel exactly like nowhere else?
Well, there's only one land of creation. It's Israel. There's no more than that. I think that's the question. That's the answer of the question. Because Israel, like you said, it's very modern in part of it, and it's very orthodox in the other part, and this combination.
Yeah, that's the right word. Very orthodox on the other part.
Yeah, and
Go
this
ahead.
combination will give you the time you spend in Israel is full. That's what I'm trying to say. Everywhere you go, there's something behind it. You know what I'm saying? So I want to tell you this for the end, yeah?
Go ahead.
Yeah, I'll try, yeah? Tara punta kioi to Israel.
Wow! Tara, punta kayo sa
Tara punta kioi to Israel.
Pupunta kami talaga. Yes, definitely we will go there. Okay. Now, Ilan, what also is very inspiring and very, sometimes it's mind-boggling also, because in the Philippines, normally when you go to the different travel destinations, you have to use land, sea, and air. So it will take you about 2 hours to travel to this beautiful island. Yes, we have 7,000 islands, and then you can experience different experiences in different parts of the country. But in Israel,
If you go from the north to the south of Israel, it takes you like 4 or 5 hours by car. And if you go from the west to the east, it takes you 2 hours. With traffic, 3 hours, okay? We have the problem with traffic as same as you.
you are not alone.
Yeah.
So it's not basically a problem with Filipinos.
If you visit the north, it's a beautiful place, yes? And you come down all the way to the south, you can see everything on your way. You can see the life, you can see everything. So that's why Israel is small, but she has so much to give you in your travel, so much.
Now, Ilan, we know that there's a lot of learnings now after the pandemic. A lot of people have somehow changed in terms of consumer behavior. They now go online, they check a lot of things before they travel. In your case, both in your capacity as Deputy Director General, what are those observations in terms of the changing consumer behavior? Are they more discerning now, or?
I think everybody think twice before spending money. They want the value of what they get. So you have to do it. You have to open your mind that he gets the value of his visit. He can't spend the money for nothing. If he spends, so he needs the value. That's one of the things we have to do. We have to look forward. We have to increase the relationship between both countries. I believe that if we do increase the tourist and increase the businessman that comes, it will be very good for both countries, very good for them. That's my believer. I believe in that.
Wow, perfect. I agree with you entirely, Ilan. But are there new strategies that you are thinking now to invite more Filipinos?
I'll tell you this. My minister, Chaim Katz, when he came to the office, after the government approved the budget, he said, okay, I'll take a budget now for Asia, to open the market in Asia. So we're going to invest money here.
That is a perfect strategy because even the ASEAN countries, they wanted to enhance, make ASEAN stronger, which we think is now one of the most powerful blocks in terms of economy. So, yes, that's a perfect one.
I think in Israel they believe that Asia is the next thing in the world, I think.
You said with the COVID-19, it's almost over, or it's over because there's a lot of vaccines and people are already informed and educated. So going to Israel now, is it easier? Are there other precautions? Are there other government regulations that have to be followed?
No, we don't have no government regulations now. It's open, wild. I think people are so shocked from that. They speak about it. So even though it's off.
This is your first time here in the Philippines. And what is your mission here? And based on your learnings, with your interaction with journalists, with people, what is it that you think can establish that good relationship with
I'm going to invite delegations for Israel to visit Israel. In purpose, they influence others to come. We're going to do it. I invite you too. My missions here, I meet with the government officials. We'll try to do our best in what you call the direct flights. Before the COVID, it was about to sign. They was about to sign about the flight, the contact flight, and then it's vanished because of the COVID. Now I want to open it again. I want in 2024 that we'll have direct flight from Israel to Philippines. I would like that to happen.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Because before that is from Manila to Dubai.
Yeah.
Correct, and then Dubai to.
Well, now it's shorter. I came here in 8 hours because we flight in a short way instead of 14.
Okay.
Because he can fly over Saudi. So it's shorter the time in 4 hours. But if we do it direct, it will be shorter. And
by how many hours if it's a direct flight?
It can be like 6-7 hours.
Wow, that's perfect.
If you have a direct flight, you can also merchandise, fly the things, not only tourists. So it will grow the relationship between the countries. That's what I want.
Are there also opportunities where Filipino businesses or small businesses can take advantage of when they partner with Israeli businessmen.
Yeah, of course. First of all, we are the nation of the high tech, right?
Yeah.
I think the minister said it again, said it too, that if you want to succeed, take a partner from here, then make it together, businessmen from here and business from Israel, and then if you do it together, it will help you to succeed. And I think that all will be happened if we open the direct flight. If we open the direct flight, it will open a lot of opportunities to everybody. Yeah, I hope I'll succeed. I want to tell you this: if you want something for your soul and if you want to do business, Israel is the place. Yeah, come to Israel. You'll see a modern country and you'll see an Orthodox country. You can see a modern life and Orthodox life. You come and see history. You come to see the land of creation. Please come to Israel.
Kilalanin ang mga muka sa likod ng mga balita. Aalamin totoong pagkatao. Uungkatin mga natatagong kwento.
Lahat ng katangian para hindi ako iboto, nasa akin na po.
When you heard what happened to your son, ano po ba naging reaction niyo?
Kasama si Attorney Sal Panelo sa Counterpoint tuwing Miyerkules alas 10:30 ng gabi dito sa Net25.
This is a hard show. Alam ko maraming nakakalkal sa akin pero hindi ko akalain ito kakalkalin niyo.
It's 3 days of gourmet adventure as Open for Business proudly explores the wonderful flavors of the 15th Philippine Food Expo 2023 here at the SMX Convention Center. Let's discover some of the latest culinary innovations and embark on a mouth-watering journey of flavors, aroma, and texture that are sure to appeal to our taste buds. There are also a plate full of business opportunities as we discover new trends and techniques, promising products, as well as learn about the pains and gains of food suppliers and producers.
Ang purpose ng Philippine Food Expo is promote natin yung mga Philippine product para ma-showcase natin yung mga product ng MSME at matulungan natin sila na may pakilala yung product. Siyempre kung merong market, yung mga MSME natin maglalong magsisikap na gumawa ng mga product na may market nila. Kasi kung walang trade show, hindi natin may papakita yung produkto natin. At the same time, sa trade show, makukuha mo agad yung result. Let's say, kung ikaw ay isang exhibitor, malalaman mo na agad pagka nalaman ng mga visitor kung anong klase yung produkto mo, pasado ba yung lasa, pasado ba yung presyo, mataas ba o mura. At the same time, makukumpare mo yung product mo sa other product na kapareho mo. 2018 ang sales namin nung 14 Philippine Food Expo is about 100 million on-site sale. Sa ngayon, siyempre because of pandemic, pag inabot namin ng 100 million, medyo masaya na yung kwan. Pero ina-expect pa rin namin na tumaas pa, mas mataas. Siguro kahit 5%. Natutuwa kami na nakapag-umpisa na ulit tayo. Kasi imagine mo, 3 years tayong pandemic. So talagang yung ating mga exhibitor, yung ating mga food processor, ngayon ready na talaga sila na mag-market ng produkto nila. So sana tangkilikin ng ating mga visitor, ng mga buyers, itong produkto ng Philippine Food Expo. Ito lang kasi yung All Filipino Food Show.
It's nice to see that
PhilFoodX is back because when we started with FRLD and AgriLink, PhilFoodX was one of the active ones in our pavilion. Originally, we started with, first exhibit was PigLink, then we expanded it to become AgriLink in 1995, and then we first had a food pavilion in 1999, and then we made AgriLink and FoodLink in 2000. So after that, PhilFoodX continued to grow, and so they were able to go into their own exhibit. And we're happy to see that they are now on their 15th.
Our product is called Sox Peppers po. Ito ay short for Sox Sergeant Pepper Company po. We are offering the world's hottest pepper. It's called the Carolina Reaper pepper po. So we have derivatives from that pepper. Pinaprocess po namin siya para maging powder, maging puree. We can also make vinegars out of it and other products po. Isa po ako sa regional winners po ng programa ng ating gobyerno, Young Farmers Challenge Fund po. Ako po ay regional winner ng 2001. Kasama ko po ngayon dito sa exhibit yung mga fellow winners ko po regarding sa export. Inaayos po namin yung aming papeles for FDA certification. After that po, may market na po tayo outside. May mga prospect buyers na po tayo. So yun na lang po yung hinihintay natin, yung FDA license natin. As for assistance ng gobyerno, ang dami po nilang tinutulong ngayon sa mga young farmers, especially sa programs that empowering us to focus or to pursue agribusiness po. So, the YFC is only one of their many programs po, yung Young Farmers Challenge Fund po nila. Naisip po namin na ano po yun hindi na-hamper na industry, which is ang pagkain. So, doon po nagka-interest kami in planting this kind of pepper po. Actually, hindi po talaga pepper yung initial na tatanim namin. Totoo po talaga is sibuyas. However, nag-fail po kami sa sibuyas, hindi po siya tumubo sa farm namin. So, nag-aral kami kung ano talaga maganda itanim sa lugar namin. Doon namin na-find out na maganda talaga ang pepper sa Region 12 doon sa South Cotabato. Yun, doon po namin siya natuklasan. Regarding naman sa variety nito, ang Carolina Reaper po ay hindi endemic sa Pilipinas. Galing po yan sa Estados Unidos. So, ginultivate po natin dito sa Pilipinas at gumanda naman yung tubo at anin niya po dito.
The Philippine Food Expo started way back in 1992 when our organization, which is PhilFoodX, a non-stock, non-profit organization for micro, small, medium processors and manufacturing exporters, would like to be given a platform, a venue for us to promote our products for food, beverage, and all agribusiness products. And this has been the advocacy of the PhilFoodX since our members did not have enough funds to promote and market their products. Since 1992 until now, our exporters are able to mentor our small and medium manufacturers so that they can be export ready in the years to come. Coming up with a food show is very critical now, because the food sector had a lot of major challenges even during the pre-COVID, most especially during the pandemic era. The agribusiness and food export sectors have survived the advent of all free trade agreement, export and import policies. No? So it is important for our organization, PhilFoodX, to be able to help our members to bounce back and be able to continue their respective businesses, because at the end, the multiplier effect of sales in terms of the domestic and foreign markets are able to help out the profit and the way of life of the farmers in the countryside. After 4 years, this is the time that we are able to come back and provide opportunities, market opportunities for all the exhibitors in Philfodex and other industry players. We are celebrating the Filipino Food Month in cooperation with the Department of Agriculture, wherein the Youth Farmers Challenge is featured in support of the youth agri-fisheries in the countryside. Right now, we have about 21 regional participants from Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao. And we also have about 12 booths also representing the youth farmers who are promoting their innovative products so that the processors can use them in making their finished products and for introduction also of these new products in the local market and hopefully in the export market as well. The 3-day event, aside from the exhibition, we have the culinary competitions participated in by 35 universities. We have the Kitchen Masters competition, the mystery ingredient, the food styling photography contest. We also have the table setting competition, the healthy pasta competition, wherein judges from the international and local places have come in to participate and join us.
It is a great honor that I join you today in the 15th Philippine Food Expo 2023. This year's event marks a significant milestone after all the devastating effects of the pandemic. I remember when I was still in the government, we would have meetings every day, and one of the big discussions was how we can allow our MSMEs, especially in the food sector, to continue operating despite the effects of the pandemic. And thankfully enough, many were able to survive, and I think we can see now that they're beginning to thrive again. Kaya malapit po sa akin ang okasyon na ito dahil ito po ay nagbibigay ng suporta sa ating mga MSMEs. And as many of us know, MSMEs account for a large majority of the employment in our country. Now, many of you will see just what our local SMEs are capable of doing with delicious Philippine flavors and unique finds that should find a way to enter every Filipino home. So I'm very proud that I can see today the quality and excellence of our Philippine products, and I'm glad that we were able to give these truly deserving businesses a stage to shine. The Philippine Food Expo provides a balanced platform for information exchange, market opportunities, and the latest trends in the food and beverage market. As we face ever-changing landscapes in the food industry, it is imperative that we stay informed and adapt to emerging trends. And this year's theme reflects the importance of being proactive in adapting to new developments. Through this Philippine Food Expo initiative, we are providing a real platform for Pinoy excellence to shine through. The event is an opportunity for entrepreneurs to showcase their capabilities, network, and collaborate with stakeholders in the industry. I commend the Philippine Food Processors and Exporters Organization Incorporated for their commitment to promoting the local food industry. I also congratulate all the exhibitors for their dedication and hard work in creating unique and innovative food products that showcase the richness of our heritage. I am proud to say that we have some of the most talented and skilled entrepreneurs in the world. And of course, as the chairman of the Senate Committee on Trade, Commerce, and Entrepreneurship, we sponsored Senate Bill number 1594, which was already approved in third reading and which will very soon become a law. It will institutionalize the One Town, One Product Philippines program to promote inclusive growth within the communities and stimulate local employment.
On behalf of PhilExport, allow me first to extend my warmest greetings and congratulations to PhilFoodX for this year 15th Philippine Food Expo, dubbed as the most comprehensive and recognized only all Filipino food show in the country. This year, Philippine Food Expo is a convincing story of bouncing back, recovering, and resilience as we meet once again to showcase and experience authentic Filipino food. This is only a timely event as we celebrate the Filipino Food Month. As we are all aware, emerging trends in the food trade are linked to diversification and innovation. As such, the evolving demand and food preferences of consumers around the world must keep us at pace and up to date with market trends and opportunities. Within this context, may I just share with you quickly the catalog of diversification opportunities 2022 as released by the United Nations Conference of Trade and Development, or UNCTAD, which detailed the potential products for diversification with higher export opportunities. The report revealed that in the case of the Philippines, there are many opportunities for diversification, particularly in the agribusiness sector, some of which are meat and edible meat offal, presenting the biggest opportunity for local exporters, representing a huge 49% share of the export potential. This is followed by fish, crustacean, mollusk, aquatic invertebrates, oilseed, oleagic fruit, grain, seed, fruit, cereals, dairy product, eggs, honey, edible and animal products, and milling products, malt, starches, inulin, and wheat gluten. Meanwhile, the report also highlighted the biggest export market for new agribusiness products, which are China, Germany, US, Finland, UK, Netherlands, and France. In terms of regional markets, opportunities abound in Asia, followed by Western Europe, Northern Europe, and Northern America. I share this information to hopefully provide some guide as we continue to make the journey towards increased domestic and global competitiveness and productivity. And on this note, may I end my message with a quote from a famous international chef who said, "Food brings people together on many different levels. It's nourishment of the soul and body. It's truly love." Masagana at mabuhay po kayong lahat at salamat po ulit.
Whether you're a foodie looking to explore the latest trends in gastronomy or a professional in the industry seeking new products and techniques, this year's edition of the Philippine Food Expo is the perfect place to be. This is Randy Bernardino for Open for Business.
Expose, viral at exclusive. Mga reklamo at problema na napapanood at na-post sa social media. Ngayon, aaksyonan na rin ng Responde. Kaya kung meron po kayong nais na isumbong, mag-text sa 0915-415-1035 o mag-email sa responde@net25.com. Pwede rin kayo magpadala ng mensahe sa ating pong Facebook page at Net25TV. Walang problema na hindi mabibigyan po ng solusyon. Basta't may agad na responde. Sabado, alas 6 hanggang alas 7 ng gabi. Dito lamang sa Net25.
Welcome back to Open for Business. Here are the trending business news around the world. Remittances fuel use of app-based digital payments in the Philippines. Remittances from overseas Filipino workers significantly drive the use of app-based digital payments, according to a report by the world's leader in digital payments. The Philippines saw a 2.4% rise in remittances in February 2023 to $2.5 billion. The report also noted that the use of digital platforms are generally seen as safe and secured by both the sender and receiver of remittances. However, the research results found that the cost of transfers and exchange rates remained a concern for digital payment users. World Bank grants $176 million loan for fisheries project. The World Bank has approved a $176 million loan for the Philippine Fisheries and Coastal Resiliency Project, or FishCorp, according to the multilateral lender. The loan is seen to help improve fisheries management and production. The project is expected to positively impact over 1.15 million fisherfolk, small to medium businesses, and residents in coastal communities, the World Bank said. FishCorp is looking to improve fishery products, ensure a steady supply of fish for national food security, and boost competitiveness of small and medium fishery enterprises. The fisheries sector contributes about 1.3% to the Philippines' gross domestic product and accounts for 1.6 million jobs. AI industry leaders warn of extinction. In a recent gathering in Washington, experts and industry leaders in the artificial intelligence or AI industry have signed a statement warning of the risk of extinction and should be considered a global priority. The collective AI experts and advocates, called Center for AI Safety, said in a statement, "Mitigating the risk of extinction from AI should be a global priority, alongside other societal scale risks such as pandemics and nuclear war." The warning, which was supported by top AI experts, including the so-called godfather of AI, top executives and researchers from leading web companies, follows the viral success of OpenAI's ChatGPT, which has helped propel an arms race in the tech industry over artificial intelligence. Likewise, a growing number of lawmakers, advocacy groups, and tech insiders have raised alarm about the potential to spread misinformation and displace jobs with AI-powered chatbots. And that's our news roundup. I am Randy Bernardino for Open for Business.
Open for Business is at the helm, taking steps to curb inflation. More needs to be done to address inflation and economic concerns. The rising prices of basic goods like food and energy continue to be the headache of Filipino households. Just recently, President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. ordered the creation of the Interagency Committee on Inflation and Market Outlook to directly address inflation and enhance initiatives that will improve the economy and quality of life. Ayon sa executive order, ang komite ay magsisilbing advisory body sa economic development group sa mga hakbang na magpapanatili ng inflation, partikular na ang pagkain at enerhiya sa loob ng inflation targets ng gobyerno. Muling inayos at pinangalanan ang Economic Development Cluster bilang Economic Development Group. Ang komite naman ay bubuuin ng kalihim ng National Economic and Development Authority bilang chair, kalihim ng Department of Finance bilang co-chair at kalihim ng Department of Budget and Management bilang vice chair. Ang mga kalihim naman ng Department of Agriculture, Department of Energy, Department of Science and Technology, Department of Trade and Industry at Department of Interior and Local Government ang magsisilbing mga miyembro. The Interagency Committee was created to facilitate regular and efficient data sharing among concerned agencies to effect timely supply and demand situation analysis, monitor global, regional, and domestic developments and issues that may affect prices, and provide timely recommendations to the EDG and relevant agencies on measures to curb price spikes and promote food security based on ex-ante supply and demand analysis. Now, according to an SWS survey, almost half or 45% of Filipino adults are optimistic that their quality of life will improve. This means the government is not just fighting to curb inflation here, but is fighting to keep the resilience of Filipinos alive.
Kilala mo si Lee Jae-yong? Ang kapatid ko si Jae-yong!
Wag!
Alis dyan!
Wag! Maawa ka, kapatid ko po siya. Dahil sa panlilinlang ni Hana,
sa mga panaginip ko, nakikita ko ang mukha mo. Sinasaktan mo ko. Naaalala ko yun.
Ano?
ilabas mo na si Dory sa bahay na yun ngayon din. Ngayon na, bago pa malaman ni Jaejon ito. Si Dory ay malalagay sa panganib.
Kuya!
At kung kailan lumabas na ang katotohanan,
siya talaga si Jae-yong, ang kapatid mo.
huli na ba ang lahat? Mysterious Personal Shopper, Monday to Friday, dito sa Net25.
Abangan sa Counterpoint, Philippines King of Pop Ballads, Nonoy Zuniga.
Tunay kaya kong ipunin lahat ng tuwing.
Pinag-uusapan natin yung lover boy. I met your wife, si Susan. Gandang babae, di ba?
Baka mali. Cut.
Ngayong Miyerkules alas 10:30 ng gabi, dito lang sa Net25. Pinaglaban niya ang karapatan ng magsasaka na tanggalin ang pagkakaalipin sa lupa na ang naging resulta nga ng mga pag-alipin sa atin ng mga dayuhan.
Israel's Hidden Gems offers visitors an opportunity to step off the beaten path and explore the lesser explored corners of the country. Whether it's the historical richness or the natural wonders that Israel offers, these destinations add depth and diversity to the overall tourism experience. Also, its delectable cuisine certainly bring more contentment to the overall visit to Israel. Thank you very much, Deputy Director General ILAN Marciano of the Ministry of Tourism. Truly, Israel is now open to tourists and will always be open for business. Thank you very much, Mr. Ilan Marciano, the Deputy Director General of Israel's Ministry of Tourism. Maraming salamat sa isang oras na pagsama sa amin upang tunghayan ang isang makabuluhang usapan dito lang sa Open for Business. Hanggang sa susunod na linggo, samahan nyo kaming muli dito sa Open for Business. Catch us too on Facebook, YouTube, like and subscribe on our social media page at Net25 TV. We will bring you more insights from industry experts, thought leaders, CEOs, and featured SMEs. Together, let us help encourage business development in the Philippines, sharpen your business acumen, feel the pulse, and set the trend for as long as you are informed and open for business. Ito po si Cesar Vallejos. Maraming salamat.